Hi guys, back with another plan with me in my medium passion planner for the third week of March, week 12 maybe? Yeah, week 12, I remember that correctly. I'm going to be using some more of the Advent experience stickers from Elliebeth Designs UK because I still have absolutely loads of these left, and I felt that this kit particularly is quite appropriate for this week. I need this week to be like just a nice gentle week. So nice gentle colour palette in the Shine collection. So I've got the Sticker Essentials pack, which is Weekly Core, Washi and Deco, which is in here somewhere. I've also written out the gratitude prompts for the week on a sticker in advance, just so I've got them, and I did make a mistake, but I just switched it. There's the Deco. Lots more washi, and then a variety of headers and labels that were in the experience as well. So I'm gonna do a week without the timelines this week. It's something different, just so I can have a bit of a focus and a restart on a few things that have been in my mind for a couple of weeks. And yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, that's it really. So this week is a weird week for me. I need this week to kind of just happen and go okay without too much difficulty. The last 2 years, this week has been a week where a lot of things have changed dramatically and relatively suddenly, and I kind of would like that not to happen this year. So this time last year, this week was the week that everything kind of changed. So where we stopped doing guides and stopped doing lots of things and stopped working in the office before we all went into lockdown. So this is the week that all changed. And 2 years ago this week, I left the classroom without realising that I was leaving the classroom at the time. So it's a bit of an odd one because for the last 2 years this week has just brought all kinds of madness really, and I just like it not to. So I've trimmed the washi on this sheet already down to 5 mils, which is what the skinny strips are, just because that works really well on the timeline covers if you want to cover up the timeline for whatever reason. And I just thought this week, let's just not kind of have timed expectations, let's remove all that and let's just focus on the important things each day. So yeah, it's weird to think that it has been a year since we were in the office and how much has changed, and yet how much is still very much the same. It's odd. It's nice to have sort of the end in sight, so to speak. But it's still odd, and that's about as much as I can manage. So it is normally also a week, because it's St. Patrick's Day, where I would kind of theme my spread around that. But given that the last 2 years it's all gone out the window, I was like, no, let's just have something that isn't specific but I still want to use and look at. So that's where this one has come in. So yeah, that's that really. brain sometimes struggles to manage conversation and skinny washi at the same time, which is really helpful when you're trying to do things like this. But there we go. So yeah, St Patrick's Day during this week. Also the start of all the House Pride days, Harry Potter House Pride days. I am fully intending to do a House Pride themed weekly next week, as I am a Ravenclaw, and Ravenclaw House Pride Day is on the 23rd of March, which is the following week, so I'm going to do that then. But obviously it's going to get marked in my daily planner, because why wouldn't you? So that's that. I'm going to do something that I can't remember the last time I did, where I'm just going to leave the days at the top as they are. I'm not going to cover them at all, I'm just going to leave them as they are, which I can't remember the last time I did that at all, which is, you know, it's quite different, I feel. So, trying to find what I want. I have too many sticker sheets this week, that's what I've decided. So I want something to act as a header, which is probably on here. Excuse me. This one. I'm also getting hay fever type symptoms, which they are horrible, and I'm out of practice, and it's just ugh. The days where it kind of, you just adjusted to it are long gone, and it's like, hello, it sneaks up on you out of nowhere. Let's go with this one in there. So those are the gratitude prompts for the week. I'm gonna keep those to one side just to keep them to hand, really. What was I looking for? Checklists and more washi. So I'm gonna go back to this one or this one. This one, to cover the header here. So this box I'm not using as much as I used to. Kind of thinking it might need a bit of a change and a review. So this is my sort of good bits that have happened during the week, and I was doing it sort of one thing each day. The last couple of weeks I've kind of done it at the end of the week as a bit of a weekly review, which has worked quite well and I've enjoyed. So I may start doing it more as a weekly review practice rather than anything else. And then still keeping my 3 focus at the top. I'm also going to leave the quote box open because I feel it's really quite appropriate this week. I'm not necessarily going to do the task underneath, but that quote I think is very appropriate. So, what have we got going on this week? We have got work this week, we have got guides this week, we have got, what else have we got? Something in my head. There's a couple of appointments coming up, so a few things, not masses. I've gone through and dug out some work from home stickers that I thought would work colour-wise. I have still got these in, what's the word? In a grey colour, custom colour, but I'm enjoying the colour option at the moment. So I'm gonna leave a bit of a space and then put them in here. So I'm going to kind of go a little bit for I don't know what I'm going for. It was in my head, it's completely gone out of my head. I hope you like rambly videos. As we know, that's kind of what I do, and it's definitely how I'm feeling today, based off of all of that nonsense. So there we go. So blue, and then I think I'm going to go with the purple, and then guides as well. So work from home, I do need some more coloured ones. So Rachel's shop is still closed at the moment, but it will be reopening hopefully on the 22nd, I think is when it was planned to reopen. I haven't heard anything to suggest that's altering in any way, so fingers crossed. Right, back to labels for other things that are happening during the week. So think it through. Wednesday afternoon, hubby's on a half day because he has an optician's appointment, so I'm going to make a note of that so I'm not confused, because he's kicking around the house earlier than normal. And when I was sat there thinking, why isn't he back from lunch? It's because he isn't coming back from lunch. We work together, if you didn't know that, so we have team calls after lunch every day, just for a bit of a catch up. So quite often sat there thinking, where is he? I know he's kind of left downstairs, what's going on? So that will make sure that I don't forget why he's not there. I'm going to use one of these purple, green. So still doing the weekly shop and delivery for my parents, which is, I think, possibly even more appreciated at the moment, considering my mum's got shingles. So she's struggling somewhat with most things, so that's one thing that she hasn't got to worry about. I'm sure there was more things I had. There probably isn't more things I had to mind, but that's just how I felt. So I am going to highlight off at this point so that I can add in a few more sort of to-dos and tracking type items. So that's my kind of that's the today bit. What's happening today? What do I need to remember? What events are going on? Things like that. I haven't had a TV in yet. That'd be a good one. I've got frustrated of not having much going on, so now the TV schedule always goes in my planner just to add in a few more things within the week. So going back to here, can I get 2 of these side by side is my next thought, or 2 of these side by side. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's not straight, that's going to annoy me. So I've slowly been refreshing a lot of things in March, in terms of sort of focus and wellness and health and things, just as I've continued on an online kind of therapy refresher really. So one of those things I've been really focusing on the last couple of weeks is on my sort of daily routines. And I break that down quite a lot in sort of my daily task list. But I like being able to tick off that I have done my morning and my evening routine. So that's what these will represent. I'm probably not going to write in now because that will be time consuming and you probably don't need to see that. Let's be honest. What's interesting is that actually is not comfortable on my thumb. I thought it was doing okay this week. Clearly not. We'll have a rethink. So, morning and evening routine via those tiny stickers so that I can take them off. So I go back to this week. This is a different shop that I've used, but there are days where I haven't physically ticked it off, but I know why, and I kind of journal on that as kind of keeping on track of how I'm doing. So that's the priorities. I want this size but a bit longer, and I didn't dig out any of my normal stickers in advance of this. So can we use any of these to match up ish is my next thought. We'll kind of see what we can do. So I'm going to use these for, I'd say, meal tracking. Just to kind of record what I've actually eaten. So I plan everything in advance, but that doesn't necessarily happen for a variety of reasons. So we can put those in here. And that's what I've really loved about this experience, is that these extra functional sheets, you can just use them with everything and it just kind of works. You know, the fact that I did the fully green spread way back when here and used the same sort of functional sheets to add bits in was really helpful. Should we go with the purple? We'll go with the purple. That's fine. So, morning routine, evening routine, meal / lunch-esque things. Food. That's the word I want. The word I want is food. Why is that so difficult to come up with? So it's recycling day on Monday. Recycling day, both days. It's recycling. So I'm going to use this. No, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use this green because I really like this green. We'll stick it in here. We'll stick it there. Indecisive or what? And then shopping trolley. Anything else? I'm gonna take that. Haha, that's what it was. Tuesday is it's crochet evening. So I'm going to use one of those. Yes, I have flipped them upside down. That's the way I like to use them. It's not just me being particularly bizarre, although it could be. So that's on there. I really do feel like there's something missing, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'll come to it in the end. Yeah. So I'm also at the bottom going to put another one of these. So I'm trying to make a note of sort of what absorbing activity I've done during the day. So that's an activity that just your mind is completely focused on that and nothing else. I've probably mentioned this before because it is something that I do find particularly helpful, just to kind of plan in during the day. And I kind of similarly equate it now with like a bit of fluffy self-care, you know. So having to do my nails, for example, that's fluffy self-care, that's absorbing. Baking something, I count as fluffy self-care. That's also an absorbing activity. So I'm going to make a note of it on these when I do it, or what I might plan to do, and then tick it off if I've actually done it. I like that idea more. So an example of that is Tuesday. Tuesday will be crochet. The chances are that I will get that done because it's crochet night. So where have I put my pen? Let's go through it. So the planned activity then is crochet, and I shall tick that off when I get that far. Other things are absorbing. Let's go with some baking on Saturday. I haven't baked anything for a while. Let's put that in as an idea. Why not? So that's that kind of activity. And let's just add some hearts because why not? Should I do that? No, let's not. Let's save those for another time. I've still got loads of weeks I can get out these stickers. And then just general tasks and notes. So this whole section I can rapid log in. So for example, here I'm going to make a note that it's 1 year since I left the office and started working at home, which seems very strange. Or was it Thursday? That week. It doesn't matter too much. I am going to put... I kind of want to mark the year out, well, the 2 years since I left the classroom with a sticker. But I don't know what sticker to use. It's a sticker dilemma. Let's use one of these. And we use that one. I'm probably just going to put this at the bottom, to be honest, down here. 2 years since I left the classroom. So for those of you that have kind of followed me for that long, you will know, but if you're new, I basically got signed off sick on that day and then never went back. Which is really odd to think about sometimes. So that I do want to mark 1 year since I left the office. St. Patrick's Day is up there. I do have fancy words for that somewhere. They're in here. They're in here. So, St. Patrick's Day. Just checking I'm not losing anything else. I know it's in the box, but I'll probably end up covering that with a pen at some point. St. Patrick's Day, and then I think, if I get this right, the 20th is Hufflepuff Pride Day, and the 21st is Slytherin Pride Day, but I'm going to need to check that, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So I'm going to put reminders at the top, because that's kind of like... No, I'm not. I'm going to put events as my header up here. Because those are events. Those are things that are happening and taking place. So I will use that. And then I'm just going to put today for this one. Except I can't. Writing all that out now seems a bit daft. Anything else I want to include? I haven't put any sort of specific habit tracker or anything in here this week, just because I don't feel like it. I'm using a daily planner a lot more for tracking at the moment, so I shall stick with that. Friday is gratitude prompt day, so I'll stick that in there. Monday is halfway through the month, so that's mid-month check-in. And I think that's it. Straight off the top of my head. Mid-month check-in. I am doing a mid-week check-in, so let's put that in there. And then do a weekly reflection in there. And I'm sure other things will come up. So it's kind of, for me, I feel like that's quite a minimal spread compared to some weeks where it's quite full on. I've pulled out a whole load of coloured pens to use during the week if I want to box things off, but I've ended up using more stickers than I'd originally thought, so we'll stick with stickers for now, I think. Yeah, sorry, just overthinking then that something didn't feel quite right, but actually I really like it because it's pastel and calm, and you know, it's orange and purple within all this, so that's always good for me. So yeah, I think I will leave that there for now. We all know I'm probably going to go away and fiddle with it and make it just so before the week actually starts, but that's enough of a plan for the week for me. Obviously each day will get filled up a bit more as the week goes on. I'm hoping during the week to do a Passion Planner daily plan with me as well, probably using some similar stickers, but we'll see how the week goes really before that happens. So until my next video, guys, happy planning.